Welcome to Life Beyond Tax. Our guest is blessed with the unique ability of peering right into the soul of his subject and drawing it out on paper. His passion is drawing caricatures. He's featured in the Limca Book of Records as the fastest caricaturist in 2010, who sketched 651 full-body caricatures in half a day or just 12 hours. Within 1 minute, our guest somehow connected with the subject and brought out that one peculiar feature or personality trait that typically defines the person. Meet Mr. Sajjive Balakrishnan, Deputy Commissioner in the Income Tax Department in Kochi, Kerala. His passion is people. Without any formal training as an artist, he learnt this art through his many teachers, starting with his mother, who introduced him to tracing paper and the picture of a bird behind a notebook. His father, his hero, also defended him from the wrath of the family elders when he doodled with charcoal on the whitewashed walls of their 130-year-old ancestral home. The child, hungry for more, learnt from the local barber, the village people, besides undergoing formal training by correspondence from his teacher heading Santanu's Cartoon Academy in Chennai. Sajjive's first cartoon was published while he was still in school. He won several prizes in college. He went on to win the first John Abraham Award for Budding Cartoonists in 1985 and went on to hold his solo exhibition of caricatures. Well, there's been no looking back since. He has sketched more than 125,000 people of different nationalities. He has his own blog under the title Fat Cartoonist. He loves music and his wife is a well-known playback singer. Together with their son Siddharth, the family is settled in Ernakulam, Kerala. Sajjive was recently in Delhi. Let's go to Pragati Maidan to meet our roly-poly cartoonist, a heavyweight in the world of caricature. Sajjive, welcome to Life Beyond Tax. When did you first become aware of your ability to sketch?
My mother drew me my first drawing. So that I remember it was a drawing of a bird. That's in the third standard. And after that, there was a long period where I attempted to draw, but that's not prolific. Then I participated in one competition, 7th standard, watercolor competition. I didn't get any prize. After that, in 8th standard onwards, I began to participate and get prizes at school level.
But then you would always draw on the walls of your ancestral
house.
At
that time, the only flair was for me was in drawing. So my father is no more. He detected my flair for drawing. He enrolled me in Santanu Chitra Vidyalaya. Santanu Chitra Vidyalaya is in Chennai. There is a most prominent drawing school in Chennai at that time, in South India at that time. So he enrolled me. That's for a 6-month period postal course. That's a course, subject was cartooning.
But can you learn cartooning through correspondence?
The thing is, actually, my guru was a splendid guru, in the sense that every 2 weeks I used to get the packets, lesson packets. I have to send it back after the homework, and he will send it back promptly after 2 weeks. So my guru was so doting on me, every student of his. And when I tried to contact him years later, he was fully blind, but I couldn't locate him. Some few years later, he died. So I have not met my guru, but I feel that whenever I take my pen, my guru is touching me. Without guru, there is nothing to me. Guru means Santanu. There is no other guru to me. So, and because of his grace, because of the blessings of my father and mother, I have the feeling that I can take my art very lightly. Wherever I go, I have my pen and pad, even a small pad with me. So whenever I feel like yours, a face like yours, I immediately brought my pen and pad. I asked their permission and immediately 1 minute caricature and then.
Wow.
So that's my pleasure. I believe that if I give a caricature, definitely they will take the caricature home, show their father and mother, wife and husband, children.
You are spreading light
definitely.
among people.
So there is actually even in artists there is only very small percentage of cartoonists, and even among cartoonists there is only very small percentage of caricaturists, and even caricaturists there is only very small percentage of fast caricatures. So because we are not using rubber, so we are straight away going into the paper. So in 1 minute we have to finish off everything. We have to be so sure of the lines. So once the line goes off, nothing can be done. So there has to be Guru's grace. Then I'm constantly I'm going to take it lightly. Whenever I draw, there are instances every time when I draw. There are instances when I feel what you call kartartva abhimana in Sanskrit, the feeling of me, as if I am doing. Then I have to think about it. I have to go back on that, and I will have to just destroy that feeling. So it's a constant struggle against the feeling of me whenever I draw. So that artist would be having the feeling. So I keep on saying that it's not me, it's not me, it's not me.
Yeah, so keeping the ego away
Definitely,
from
definitely. It is
the
not
gift.
me at all.
Yeah.
Somehow I got this this dust of blessing, and somehow from the nature only, I just imbibing the props to fill in my caricature. So nothing goes off. Nothing is mine.
You are the Deputy Commissioner in the Income Tax Department. Are you in the wrong profession?
People used to say, even some of my senior officers used to tell me, when the commissioner is, but then I have never felt so, because the department has been pampering me enough in my cartooning, because I had to be in the department work like a deputy commissioner. So I am doing that. At the same time, unfortunately, my art is one that takes minimum amount of time. It just happens in 1 minute. So sometimes when an SSC, very interesting SSC comes, or some person asks for some advice, I find that, okay, there is time enough, and I find this face very interesting. I just again do it in 1 minute to present. Because I tell them that it is on behalf of the department I am drawing, not for behalf of me. So, and they will having very good impressions of the department also. Already the department has changed. The human relationship, and it has been tremendously user friendly.
Okay. And what is the nature of your job, your work?
At present, I am looking after the technical side. I'm the Deputy Commissioner Technical to the Principal Chief Commissioner of Kochi. Look after the condonation of delay, interest waiver, grievances, audit, those kind of things. The technical, purely technical.
So most of the SSCs come to you probably with a grievance, and when you draw their caricature, they return happy.
I have to first redress their grievances, and to add to their pleasure, I will add a caricature. I will always make sure that technically their grievance is solved.
When you say that if the person has a very interesting face, yeah. So what is it that brings out, which draws your interest?
The caricature is all about exaggeration. Exaggeration. Look at me. I'm a bundle of features. So that's the best. I am the best example. I got a perfectly round face. I got a slightly bulging eyes. Then I see my ears. It's almost like question mark. I don't have a neck. The head enters straight into the body. My body is like a pumpkin. So I'm a bundle of features. So whenever I go to school camps, so I always naturally they would be asking this question: what to learn, what to look for. Because when I talk about the observation part, they will be flummoxed. They don't know what to do, what to look for. I will just look at me. It is parting ways from the way we have seen on the face. We attribute features on the face with a certain pattern. Once we part from it, we say it's okay. It is a bit off track. Then I exaggerate.
But when you see the person, where is the time to connect with the person? And
that's a perfect question. Because for that one has to get used to it. I have almost drawn 1.25 lakhs caricatures of some of the nationalities, and I keep on drawing. Everybody I keep on drawing.
So does a particular nationality have specific features? Like Indians would have a feature.
Definitely. So to see the New Zealand people, they got almost 1.5 feet there. The face length is there. From this portion would be almost 1.5 of the normal Indian size. They will be spaced out. The features will be spaced out to the face. From the Nordic countries, even Albanians have this very narrow nose, like that. Even the reddish tinge of some other people. Those kind of things, and the Africans with very thick lips. Again, coming to your question, so we have found the one thing is that one have to get used to drawing, but keep on drawing so many people. So practice is essential. For every art, practice is fundamental. You have to practice till death. Then Guru's grace is there. Then that humility should be there.
When a person is sitting before you, what is the feature that you're looking for? The most prominent feature in the face?
Yeah, most prominent feature.
That is the feature which you will exaggerate a little bit.
That's it. Otherwise, we won't be able to finish off, because see, Our face is such an intricate mechanism.
Yeah.
So when you come into the face, they're catching that thing, they're simplifying it in 2-3 lines, and they're putting it in 2 minutes. So definitely that the resemblance part, everything will be only to that extent. We have to be aware of that. Then the basic feature, we have to suppose my nose, whatever. Then the other problem comes. Sometimes there are very bland faces. There are no feature. Very difficult to caricature them. So what I do is just try to portray them. You see my old artistic Sandru as a Guruji. then I add the cartoonist features to the face. So almost 50% of the people coming here or everywhere are such blank faces.
50% are blank.
Oh yes. And almost here, what I find in Delhi, this IITF and also the society here is that almost all the ladies are put up, heavily made up. Heavily made up. So it is not. It is very difficult to decipher what is beneath that the crust of this makeup. So that's one thing is there.
So basically, your fear would be the masks which people wear.
That's it. If they come without any makeup, they'll be fine. So we can watch it for some time, then we can just and even the inner bhava. So we can add what I emphasize to. There are 2 points I emphasize. One is the resemblance part that I try to do maximum justice. Second is the inner bhava, the impression that they bring, that exudes to their face. I try to bring in their body language and the props.
So which means this is where your sensitivity comes in.
Yes.
In order to be able to catch that inner bhava.
Right.
So when you come across these blank faces, so what do you do then? I mean, do you sometimes make the subject smile when the person has no smile on the face?
That's very difficult. No, by experience, I can know. When I see a pouted lip, I know how pouted it will be when it smiles, or when it frowns, how deep inside it will go. So by experience, I can know. There are certain faces that baffle me completely. So I'll be thrown off my balance, and then I will have to fantasize how it will be. It is a rope walking. Sometimes it may be correct. Sometimes it may fall off. So, but everything I take very lightly. I'm always susceptible to mistakes. Even if I fall, I can take it lightly.
How do you bring this lightness into your work?
It's a matter of practice, experience, through experience. I've been drawing, I've been faltering, again drawing like that. I started at the age of 15 this career. I entered the arena of caricaturing at the age of 15.
My question to you was, how do you bring the lightness which you put into your caricature into your work when you're dealing with grievances, when interest refunds have not been issued?
In work, I can't be light. I have a unique form of art with me. I have that kind of art which I can show people in 1 minute. So people won't be made to wait long. They will have to be pure over paper for a long time, just like the regular artists. In 1 minute, it is very personal. It is for them only. So they will cherish for a long time.
Okay.
So it takes only 1 minute. So sometimes a person sitting across me, gets jittery. I feel that okay, I can make him happy in 1 minute. I have that feel. Then I try to pacify him. Then I always succeed because I keep this smiling face. I think smile is very important. A smile is a small curve that sets many things straight. So I believe in that.
When you knew that you had a gift, how did you know that caricature is how you're going to express it?
Basically, I wanted to be a cartoonist, an editorial cartoonist. And I had the feeling that I should go to any national newspaper as editorial cartoonist. But the things have changed drastically now. Now the space for editorial cartoons have reduced completely, considerably. Even the editorial pocket cartoons that comes on the first paper, their space is limited. It has been limited to 1 column.
That's right. Yeah.
Squeezed into a very unenviable position. So at that time, I had the feeling that I should join a newspaper, so I can become like Lakshman. That's my feeling. Like Abu Vijayan I like very much. He's a prophetic cartoonist from Kerala. But then I couldn't. Then I thought, then once I joined the department, there is no question of political cartooning.
The department.
I stopped political cartooning altogether. Then earlier I used to do political cartoons for small magazines for Malayalam. And a few cartoons for Indian Express also at that time. Then I stopped political cartooning altogether. Then I thought of going for caricatures, which is absolutely harmless. Absolutely. And also I can make more friends and I can brighten more people's lives that way. I took it as a mission, and here I am.
Wow. And you have been specially invited from Kerala to be a part of
Yeah, last
the
year
trade
also.
fair.
Last year also I was invited. This time also, 14 days at a stretch. But to me, it's a practice session. I can get to see a lot of different types of faces, different terrains.
Okay. So what's the major difference between a person,
Malayali.
a Malayali and
Malayali face is
Delhi?
rather, brownish skin, almost round the face, thick lip. Then you can find longer nose, curvish nose, light colored. This Pathan-like features. Uh, then very gaunt, very grave face also, which you don't usually find in Kerala. The girls are, the long hair, straightened hair. It's become a fashion here, straightened hair.
Yeah.
And whenever when I finish a drawing with a caricature, and there's a customary pose with the caricature, they always pose like this. They never pose like this. Like this. A dramatic form of presentation. That is then I request them, please, madam, you straighten your head. Sometimes the picture will be here, and they'll be looking there.
What kind of support have you received from the department?
Holistic support, full support. In the sense that from the beginning, fortunately, I've been getting full support. I was called to the July 24 is an income tax day. 2010, I was called to Delhi to participate in that. So now these two IATF. So everywhere, in the initial business days, all the board members come, chairperson comes. So I drew them. They were last time also I drew. So that way they take it very sportively. Caricaturing is a unique thing.
Absolutely, and you have been invited here not as much as a deputy commissioner, but as a deputy commissioner who also does caricatures.
Just that, only because of that, only because of that. So that's a kind of approach the department has been taking. I've been getting. I have conducted only one exhibition so far. That is in 2000. That's an exhibition of caricatures. See, I'm a gypsy cartoonist. As I told you, wherever I go, I have my pen and paper. So whenever I feel like, I just sit and draw. I just present. That's my kind of. I don't go for the formal things. Formal things make me very tight. So I want to make myself very light always. One should not be formal also. If you're going through the formal patches of life, one will be tight-fisted, tight-lipped, everything. Then this natural thing will not come. So I want to go lighter.
And what are your goals ahead?
Per se, I don't have a goal. But then definitely a goal in the sense that I want to visit the schools. I want to sensitize children about the basic principles in life. About the respect they should be having towards elders. The loneliness of old people. That kind of thing. Honesty. Absolute integrity in life.
How do you plan to carry your art forward?
I keep on drawing. That's the only way I can find. Because definitely I am bringing pleasure to people's lives, strangers' lives. I draw, I forget.
Sure.
Just that. And some people's lives, some families, there's a little bit to cheer about that. Some people keep it for a long time. After some number of years, they look at it again and smile. That's enough for me.
So you bring joy into people's lives.
Definitely. Yeah, I'm trying to.
And we wish you all the very best for carrying this joy forward and spread it all over the world. Thank you so much.